It felt good to be headed to camp. My last visit was cut short due to a busy schedule, and today just might be my last chance before Old Man Winter sets in. We already had heavy snow last week, and there's still a ton of chores to be done at camp. And if I ever hope to strike it rich, I have to get gold panning before freeze up. I'm still not 100% sure on how my wood stove is going to work, so I chose the back-breaking task of hauling a more reliable but heavier stove out. The forest floor is littered with abundance. Now, before the snow, is the best time to collect firewood.
Good morning, guys. Just made it out to my wilderness camp, and today I'm going to try to finish all the things I didn't get to last time. Work on my stove, gold pan, collect firewood, collect tinder if I can. You can just see all the fallen trees from the wind and from erosion. It's going to be so much work to clear that for quads and skidoos this winter. And you can also see there's some beaver activity down there. Be a good place for my trail camera. The last time I was out here, I spent over 2 hours working on my stove. So today I brought out a few tools, and always my first priority is to get my stove up and running. So what I did is I took the bottom off my original stove, the one I had a couple of years ago, and I'm going to use this for the bottom of the stove I just brought out today. So this is the stove I hauled out today. I made it back in 2011 and just recently had a friend do some welding on the top to help keep it from leaking. I took my original stove from 2 years ago. I attached it on the bottom, but I couldn't do it quite the way I wanted. I wanted this piece also on the bottom for maybe an oven or a warming area. Didn't quite work out, but that's okay. When you're out in the middle of nowhere and your stove is your only source of heat, it's never a bad idea to have a backup stove. I'm going to do some work on this one today. So I got my backup stove already. Things went pretty smoothly. All I did was trim off some of this bucket. It was just way too high. Left a bit of a lip here so the door would seal better, and left a lip on the bottom so the logs wouldn't fall out. I even got some spare parts in case I have some trouble. If I ever hope to stay at this location all winter, I need to collect firewood, and now is the best time before the snow hits. So I'm headed out to do some gold panning. On my way there, I'm going to be scouting out for a new location. I also have my tinder bag. I'm going to fill it up with birch bark, tree sap, all that kind of stuff. Trail marker tape so I can mark an area if I find one. Well, I found a beaver run right here. And this whole section where I used to gold pan is all flooded. There must be a beaver dam around the corner. And this area, I barely even recognize it. There's just So many fallen trees. Just can't believe the amount of windfall around here. I don't even know if I can make it through. Well, I just made one of the biggest mistakes you can make in the woods, and that is losing your glove. Now I'm going to try to use my navigation skills to backtrack where I came from. I can see that I came down this hill. So everything looks the same out here. Right on, look what I found. You're not going to believe it, but I found it. It was when I was climbing over this log. Even though I had it in my hands, it must have got ripped out. You can see why I wear high-vis stuff out here. You know, with the amount of fallen trees I'm coming across here, I'm not even sure if I want to build a shelter in this location. Lots of firewood, but kind of unsafe as well. So I'm at my second gold panning location. You can see here there's an elbow in the creek, and there's a sandbar right over there. Perfect location. Even that tree will make a good bench to sit and pan. That's a pretty good sized moose track. Turns out that's mostly clay there. I just wish some of these resources were closer to camp. You know, I could do a lot with all that clay and sand. It's really hard to tell without the sun, but I might have a couple of flakes right there. That's my third little piece I found today. Well, my hands are bloody frozen from gold panning. So I just brought out a very simple lunch today. I was more focused on getting some work done. It's got some soup, crackers, and liver spread, and I'm going to enjoy a spiced apple drink with rum. Cheers. Wow, that's good. Definitely deserve that after today. Thanks for joining me today. Next time there will be snow and I will be bringing out my sled. I also need to start cutting up all this firewood behind me. See you next time.